of the choices you make with Sir Churchill Williams. My name is Lamille Truitt and I'm your host. And I'm so excited. Church, how you feel today?
What's up, man? I'm all right. About you?
Great, I feel incredible. Another day just to feel grateful and thankful and to be here on the set with you, Church. This book, Inside of the Business of the Choices You Make, I highly recommend this book. I highly recommend that you take the time out and you read this book and you share this book with your friends, family members. This book can apply to everyone. Church, can you tell everyone where they can find the book?
You can get it through my PayPal account at ceedw4@yahoo.com on my PayPal.
That's good.
And you can get it from me if you run into me or get on me, get in touch with me on Facebook at Inside the Business, ITB Barbershop, Instagram, Inside the Business.
With this fourth installment of Inside the Business, is one topic that church always talk about, which is poor CUM management, which sowing your reproductive seed, being careful how you sow your reproductive seed. And before we came on air, me and Church was talking about what happened before a person actually make the decision to have unprotected sex. Like what's actually going on in that person's mind. And in Church book, Church talk about how it's the man's responsibility, but he also blamed the woman too. Church.
Run with it.
Right. You also blame the woman too, because she has a responsibility to play in it as well. So can you share with us, Church, what's actually going on in the mind of the man for him to decide not to wear a condom?
Just be like in a moment where you're, caressing, touching, moving around, and getting ready to have intercourse.
Right.
You may be thinking about that's what you need to do.
Right. Aha moment.
And you glance over and you can see the condoms over on the nightstand.
Right.
But it's a nice little distance that you just can't reach arm distance.
Right.
And you're already in between thighs. You might move, you might not move.
So
But
actually,
as you're getting closer to actually taking off, the thought should be running through your mind like, man, I need a condom. Hell, but she ain't saying nothing though. And she ain't stopping you and she moving with you. And you find yourself getting closer and getting closer and getting closer. And you looking over and you see the condom and you like, damn, I'm gonna just rub up, I'm gonna just touch it.
right.
Before you know it,
Right,
before
right.
you know it, they get to talking to you. Look over at them condoms and be like, damn.
But Church, is it a lack of discipline though? For the woman and the man? Because the woman has every right to say it's not gonna happen.
I think
until you put a condom
I
on.
think like at some point before you get comfortable enough to do that with somebody, you would want to feel like you know them enough to be,
Right.
doing something like that. So, if you had a particular chick you're dealing with and you got a rotation, right? Say 3-chick rotation. You got one, you touching her once a month. But you're in constant contact with her all the time. You got another one, you touching her up twice a month. When those numbers get smaller and they get to 3 times a month to 3 times a week, you need to be damn near feeling like you don't need no condom no more. Or that's what you're gonna be thinking, because you're gonna be thinking like, I'm the only one getting this. I know I'm the only one getting this.
Right.
So then you might start feeling like that might be something you want to do. But whenever you decide to do it, you need to be ready to, know what's going to come from the action that you're about to embark on.
Right.
You need to know that, because that's knowing where you're going with it, knowing where it's going once it leaves you, and knowing where it ended up when it was over. You got to know that because that's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's like, for me, it was like, you know, it's something inside of me that I want the whole world to see. And I put it where I want it to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was like an on purpose decision.
Right.
That was a choice.
Right.
You know, so
But you know, church, like you said, you know, there's a business when two people come together.
the business start, to me, I feel the business starts when you get to the point and she says, I'm pregnant. Now you in business.
Wow.
You in business to
Right.
be down since day one,
Right.
see it all the way through, raise it, and not let it grow up, raise it. You know, like when you go into a home, you see the tree in the middle of the yard, you have those two iron spikes on the side of it,
Right.
and those ropes,
Right. Them stems.
that's raising the tree up,
Right. That's right.
right? Letting it grow how you want it to grow.
Right.
And not be a weed and just grow up. So to do that, you're making a decision to say, I'm doing this on purpose, so I'm fully invested in it, or whatever. As opposed to doing that, and then the business starts when she informs you that she's pregnant, and you say to yourself, man, I ain't want all that.
So that
I asked for some pussy, I ain't asked for no baby.
that's good, church. But when you really look at it, so the man is just wanting to get satisfied. The woman is looking for some type of commitment.
That's how you feel? I don't know how she feels. That's what the individual need to know before he get in there doing something wrong. It's recreation with the condom on.
Is it the woman or is it the man or it's both?
It's both. Regardless of which individual it happened to be, a conversation got to take place.
And I really think, church, I really truly believe that before you even decide to even lay down with anyone, you should evaluate this individual to know if
Right.
they can be a good team player.
Right. If building a team is in the cards.
Right. In the
Right.
cards. Absolutely.
So that means a lot of conversation got to go on. You know what I mean? I would just put a lot of thought into what I'm doing because it's a business, man. You know, that shit fucking with your money and everything else. You know what I'm saying? You building a kingdom, you putting your...
Because one thing we have to truly realize is when it comes to poor com management, it really boils down to self-control. And if you lack self-control, then it's gonna be poor com management, like Churchill said, right, Church?
Yeah, it's gonna be poor com management, and the poor com management part of it is that the situation is not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be 100% complete from either angle. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be complete because you're not gonna be with the kid. The kid not gonna be complete because he's not gonna be with you. It's just gonna be a difference in being there with it and difference in not being there.
Right.
For everybody involved. Especially if child support get involved in this messing with your money, that's gonna be taking money from where you at. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole lot of those different situations going on.
Right. And it goes back to what you talked about in a few installments before about can you afford to be a parent?
Gotta know.
You know, because at that time, if you do decide to have the baby, then it gets to a point, can you really afford having a child? And can this man has what it takes to be able to raise a child? Because it is a business, church.
Yeah.
It is a business.
Yeah.
And I truly believe, church, that, you know, when a guy is actually laying down with a woman, it's all about the feeling for him. It's all about him deciding, yes, he has the choice to wear a condom.
Right.
Nobody puts a gun up to his head and say, hey, you're going to have sex with me without a condom.
Right.
So
Right.
he decides.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I truly believe, because I've been there before, you know, where, you know, I had the choice. And I decided to say, no, you know, I want to really, truly experience this. But me deciding to do that, what came behind that is a child. And at that time, I wasn't ready to have a child, you know, but I decided to do that. And, you know, and it was a rocky road, you know, but I had to man up and I had to raise my child, church.
Right. That's what's up. That's good.
You know,
And man, I mean, I just be feeling like, everybody, it'll just be a better situation all together. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
for the child. I mean, from growing up without having that, I know that I see what I think could be the difference.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, just trying to make better situations and raise up some people that's, trying to do something and,
Right.
you sowing into it and, watching it grow.
But church, I truly believe that because of, kind of it's no different than when you try to give your kids advice about making the right decision, or the end result can be going to jail, right?
Right.
Because they don't know what it feels like to be in jail. They never had that experience. They have a tendency of walking the edge, and I think that's what happened when two people, a male and a female, is there, and there's a choice to make. Either we're gonna have protected sex or we're not.
Right.
Somebody decide to walk the edge.
Somebody gonna fall off.
Somebody gonna fall off.
It
man.
all depends. Hey, somebody gonna fall off. You walk the edge, you're gonna fall off. And if you do fall off
Right.
hopefully you're doing it and it's something that you want to do and it's something that you feel excited about doing,
Right.
and something that you have made a decision that whatever comes from this, I'm about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm doing it on purpose.
But the thing is, the woman and the man should decide to say, is this truly the person that I want to see for the rest of my life?
Right.
Do I want to? Is this person qualified to even be a dad? Is this person qualified to even be a mother? There's so much work that needs to be done before that needs to take place, and most of the time, a person don't do their due diligence and they don't allow time to, and I say time is the best tester, but most people don't depend on time to really prove the situation or the individual, if this person is really truly able and worthy to be that candidate.
From both sides.
From both sides.
Right. And the way that I think with time, you gotta, in that time, you need to be asking a lot of questions.
Right.
And finding out what you need to be finding out.
Right.
If I'm gonna be crossing that line with you.
Right, absolutely.
But I mean, if I'm doing something else over here, over there, over here, over there,
Right.
well, and one of those individuals was somebody that I'm there with like that, and that's something else, that's just something else.
Right.
Now,
if you failed in the past, because I can honestly say that I lack the self-control in the past. But if you have, don't make that mistake again. You have to be able to tell yourself no.
you have to be.
Right? And if you don't tell yourself no, then you will experience poor CUM management.
And then you will, if you can't tell yourself no, I think you'll be telling yourself yes, not knowing that you're saying yes to, okay, it's a possibility, man. I ain't gonna be with her.
Right.
I don't like her. She tripping.
Right.
For whatever reason, he would think to say that, or to just say that this not what I wanted,
Right.
and approach it negatively from there. Well, then that's poor CUM management.
Right.
And that's bad for business.
Right. And church, everything that feels good is not always good for you. And I think that's what happens, is that we think just because it feels good, it's good for us. Right, church?
It do feel good. Shit.
But is it good for you?
It do feel good.
But is it really good for you?
It's good for you. It's good to you.
Right.
It's good for you and it's good to you. But if you're in a situation where you're deciding that
Right.
particular one is good for you and good to you,
Right.
well then I guess you have done your due diligence
Right.
up to that point.
Right.
Because you're ready to decide whatever comes along with this. That's what I signed up for.
Right.
So,
Junk food feels good. Too much, chocolate tastes good, also feel good. But too much chocolate is not good for you.
hey, I can't get enough chocolate. Hey, it's Inside the Business, man.
Inside the Business, you guys.
Hey, you want to pick up the book? You can get it on my PayPal, CEEDW4@yahoo.com. You can get in touch with me on Instagram at Inside the Business, ITB Barbershop, Churchill Williams on the YouTube page. Thank y'all, everybody. I appreciate you for, saying church don't stop. Keep on going. Me and my man Lamille, 4th installment.
And just remember, every Monday, you can expect to see another installment. We're bringing it to you out of the book, Inside of the Business of the Choices You Make. And until then, take care.
Buy one now.
Buy one.